Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. It's going to be a good show today.
Oh, great!
A lot of people are in a lot of trouble.
Awesome.
I like it.
Yeah, here we go.
Hold on to your hat.
Woo!
Speaking of hat, a lot of controversy in the comments there. We won't show Troy just yet, but
Oh, my goodness.
he appeared to not have a hat as we started the show, and everybody was uncomfortable,
Yeah,
including us in the studio.
I was,
You go topless one day.
ready to make a turban over here.
I was looking for flags back here to fold up a Florida flag.
It's like the
They
genie.
don't know we didn't make a turban for him yet. It could be Turban Troy when it gets to his camera angle.
It's like the genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse. Mecca-lacca-hi, mecca-honey-ho. Yeah.
Well, let's see. We've got a Ponte Vedra man charged with a whole lot of stuff. Just a lot of serious stuff.
Well.
We've got the most badass Florida woman on earth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Troy says, yeah. He doesn't even know the story.
Doesn't even know who it is.
I got an idea because I saw a story this morning.
Okay.
about
Oh,
Florida.
really?
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah. Maybe a
And
different one, though.
it could be a different one. There's always multiple Florida people doing things that nobody else does.
True.
Then we're gonna have a meeting to discuss things. Well, the county is.
Oh, that's great.
The county it has to do with fire and sheriff's office and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about that and more after we tell you about Bozard Ford Lincoln.
Yeah! Sorry, I didn't know if I was supposed to do this.
I wasn't sure which read to do here this morning.
Okay. Well,
Yeah!
options.
Been wondering how tariffs are going to affect new vehicles? They're going to be great. New vehicles are going to be great. The prices are going to go down.
American made.
American made. That's why Bozard is doing the From America for America. I can't do a Trump the whole time. I can only do little spurts of Trump.
It's very cool, though.
And they haven't authorized me to read their read in an accent.
That's true. We're going to
like
sign
some
off
of our
on
other
that.
folks.
Yeah.
Ford just announced its From America for America program, offering every single customer employee pricing. Not just the discount you get for working at a dealership, the same price that executives get for buying their cars. It's available to anyone and everyone, which is huge because the price of vehicles is way down anyway. So it's like with these employee pricing discounts that are not going to last forever, by the way, you can get a great deal right now on a vehicle at Bozard Ford Lincoln. It's huge. Ford hadn't done anything like this in over 15 years. And if there was ever a time to get a monster deal, it's right now. They still need used cars as well. They're looking for trade-ins. So if you've got a vehicle and you're like, I don't want to trade it in because it's not worth, they never give you much on trade-ins. That's not the case right now at Bozard Ford Lincoln. So they need stuff. You can help them and they can help you in the process. They are right there off 95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission. And at Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, big shout out to our friends at Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, St. Augustine Handy House, Lux Japanese Head Spa, and I am powered as I am each and every morning.
Yeah.
Happy Easter.
By the Vibe Nutrition. That's the pink one this morning.
The pinkety drinkety.
Yeah, that's right. The pinkety drinkety.
Delicious.
Forget what it's officially called because I mixed some other stuff into it.
Oh, yeah, you customize.
Made it my own.
Wow. Lift off.
All right. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Hey, happy hump day.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Very excited. Nice remix
Oh, yeah.
there.
Yep. Switched it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ready.
Troy, what did we decide for question of the day?
We decided on what state is the closest to be in Florida, not like geographically closest to Florida.
Right.
Because people would still screw that up and it'd be embarrassing.
Oh, Lord.
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
So what state is the closest to being like Florida?
Okay. So what state is almost as Florida as
Almost as Florida
Right.
as Florida.
Florida? Okay.
If you weren't Florida in here, where would you be
right.
Floridaing?
Right. You'd be doing the same thing, but in another state.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm going to say they're like the northern Florida. I'm going to go with Ohio. Ohio, over the years, has really been giving Florida man a run for his money.
Oh.
Just a lot of weird stuff and meth in Ohio.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ohio brought a lot of Ohio to Florida, and we probably claimed it as Florida. Too.
Buckeyes.
There's some pretty wild Ohioans.
Ohioans.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go South Carolina.
Oh, you stole my answer.
Okay.
Southern Charm, coastal towns, right? They got them.
There you go.
Humid summer, so I feel that too. So yeah, slightly more polite. Just a little bit, but they do have chaos there. So yeah.
Slightly more polite than us?
Yeah, I think they're slightly more polite. I mean,
Nobody's more polite than us. We're the most polite.
we're the MF polite police.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to have to go with my third answer because you guys both had great answers.
Oh.
And I'm going to go out west where it's a little, they can get a little wild.
How are you
say
pulling this? How are
California.
you pulling this off? Yeah.
Colorado.
Okay. All right.
Colorado's got some crazies.
Yeah, but they're very granola out there. Yeah.
But they got some
Right.
crazy. So no, I just came from Billy's Strings. There was a lot of granola.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah. Granola.
and granola.
Yeah.
It's, I'm not sure what they were doing with those balloons.
So stupid.
I got an idea.
It's a thing out there. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's what the
Yeah.
kids are doing.
So, I think South Carolina and Ohio are both great answers.
Yeah.
I'm
We know that's why we said them.
yeah. That's why we learned it for you. So yeah, I'm going to go the west coast or the
All
west
right.
side of the
All right.
country that's the most Florida.
What about you, Rick? You got an answer on this one?
Yeah, all great answers. I'm going to go with our brethren in Louisiana.
All right, I knew it was coming.
Swampy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
swamp,
Hurricanes.
hill country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got some gators.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Gator wrestling.
Yeah.
Good food.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
Voodoo. Yeah,
Voodoo.
voodoo.
Yeah. Papa Legbo. Ooh.
Thank
It's just
we
a
don't
mix
have
of all
as much
cultures.
voodoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Or New York. That'd be my runner-up. New York.
Yay.
What? Who? Why? When? Where?
They've got a
We'll
lot
see
of
that
random
one at all.
stories that come out of New York.
Northern New York.
Don't
I'm not
ever
being
compare
specific.
us to New York.
That was
My
honorable
God.
mention.
Oh.
Yikes. All right. All right. Well, I'm sure we're going to have some good stuff in the comments there today.
It's really funny. Yeah.
I
that's
bet.
good.
Well, I mean, Kenny just went totally Florida on it. We asked what state, and he said Myrtle Beach.
That is very Florida answer. That is a very Florida answer.
But he's a Kentucky guy.
Yeah,
so-
that's funny. That's really funny, actually.
All right. It's now time for a quick check of the weather, Troy.
All right.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com and gerealty.us.
Shout out Jenna Covergirl. Did you see that?
Yeah, and the real
Something.
Jacksonville,
Yeah. Good for
Real
her.
Estate Magazine. Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Looking cute.
Yeah, there you go. We now go to the booth for the Traf Rick Report.
We have a tree.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. Traffic's smooth as usual. We got a little bit of glitch in the matrix. The cameras like to pause for us. But yeah, I don't know. I clicked on this one, saw the tree, saw the opposite of the open field as yesterday, and went with it.
All right. There you go. Where is it?
This just north of the 298 exit, which is US 1. So I believe it's right between US 1 and the 207 exit.
Okay.
Or 206, I'm sorry.
206.
Yeah, 206.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You're a woodpecker. That tree is pretty open there.
Pristine.
Yeah.
Catch some sun rays.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they mowed that one too.
Look at that grass. Yeah. They went a little crazy, though, on that angle.
Yeah, swirling. Yeah.
Grass is doing good.
Might be some debris down there.
Debris. Yeah.
I need to figure out how to get more grass in my yard. You know, I need to do one of those things where you sprinkle the seeds or whatever.
Yeah, it's just the thing. You should just do sod, honestly.
Sod.
Mm-hmm.
Put a sprinkler out there.
It's not
Sprinkler
easy.
out there.
It's my
I'm
front.
just gonna put a fence up so you can't see to my yard. So
Probably a good idea. Because honestly, it's really hard. Yeah, my friend looks like Freddy Krueger's house, but in the back, it's like paradise.
I know. Yeah, my backyard. The backyard's great.
Yeah.
The front yard needs some work on the grass.
Good. No one's going to rob you. They're like, I can't
That's
go
right.
to that
Yeah.
house.
No, my house is the crappiest looking one on the block.
That's
for sure.
perfect.
It's
Keep it on the low.
well, it is. It's my camouflage.
Yeah. No one's coming over, dropping off an egg. You know what I mean? Like, you got yourself.
Please drop off some eggs. Those are expensive.
And
I can
run.
sell
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, but don't hang out. Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
You want to meet up for wine on the front
right.
porch? No. I want to watch Netflix by myself. I don't want to hang out. Oh.
I think I'm just going to reduce the number of grassy areas in my yard. Like, I'm going to put some parking spots near the road, right, with like mulch or rocks.
Okay.
I'm going to put some mulch around the trees, even though my trees are all ugly, but we're going to make it look nice.
Yeah, just give up on those parts of it.
Yeah.
Keep
Just
the
do
mulch
something else
further
with
away
them.
from the house. It's a lot of insects will go right to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocks, I know they're more expensive, but it'll definitely last you
Yeah,
longer.
rocks I'll probably put near the edge of the house, right
Smart.
up against the house, you know?
Do the volcanic rocks that are lighter and
Right.
your back won't hurt as
Volcanic, are they like gray, though?
They're more porous. They can be gray or red.
bad. Yeah,
Oh, you can do red ones, huh?
Yeah.
I'll do the red ones.
yeah. They're lighter.
Yeah.
Like I'm at the store now.
He's right.
No,
they're lighter.
though. Like,
Okay.
Like instead of doing like the regular
Lava.
rocks, they're much
You
lighter.
can get them
They-
at the Home Depot?
Yes.
Yes.
I can get them delivered even better.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I went down there. They had a great sale on pavers, like 25 cents each.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was great.
Yeah, but careful. They might be thin like a cracker. They're going crack, crack, crack,
Oh,
crack.
man. I bought like 28 of them, and I still need about 28 more.
Oh, wow.
You never can buy enough pavers.
Yeah, yeah. We're at 25 cents. It's a great deal. Mulch was 5 bags for $10 too.
Yeah, what color did you get?
Red.
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So
Yeah,
then
so
the lava
volcanic
rock
rocks
will
are
go
It's
good.
really all
Yeah.
they had. I was looking for the red rubber mulch, you know,
Yeah.
but they only had like black rubber mulch.
Yeah. Sleek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I don't want a goth house.
No.
Yeah, we bought some mulch, the brown mulch for the treasury,
Mm.
little flower pots and stuff like that. And when we dumped it out, it really smelled like, okay, we had to look at the bag. We're like, did we buy fertilizer because it smelled so bad?
Yeah,
Really?
like caca.
Yeah, I was like,
Really?
oh, what was that?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it the rubber stuff?
No,
Or
no, it was like
Really?
Brown
it
mulch
was
if somebody
brown-
took a crap
Okay.
in the bag.
Yeah, that's what it was right.
Yeah, I should probably dig up the area a little bit too, right? And then put like a plastic bag down so grass doesn't grow.
Muy bien. Yeah, well,
underneath the
they
mulch.
have like
Yeah.
the weed,
Yeah.
like there's like a weed fabric that you can put down. It's black, but you
Right.
can cover it. And actually, it works really well.
Okay. Yeah, I need to find. I was just gonna put contractor bags down.
Yeah, no. You want to get the.
It's gotta
Yeah.
breathe.
It's like a mesh. Yeah. It's
No, I
gotta,
don't want the grass to breathe. I want it to
I
all
think that's why-
die.
then you're it's going to turn moldy. Your mulch is going to turn moldy.
I think your
okay.
plastic bags are more expensive than the fabric that
Really?
Davy's talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta get some. All right, I gotta.
That comes in the right rolls.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, it's like a big roll.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Gardening.
101.
Now.
Kind of impressive.
Gardening, my first attempt at it.
I
It's
love
all
it.
gonna be awful. I need to get some more hedges too.
Don't give up on them. They take 5 years. Yeah.
Very high hedges.
Yeah. High.
Yeah, high that cover my windows and nobody can see me, and I can't.
The
see
higher the
anybody
hedge, the
else.
closer to God.
Yeah. I had high hedges that covered my living room window, but I just cut them all off.
Wow. That was therapeutic.
Well, I don't like it. But it looks a little better. All right. Where the hell are
This
we?
landscape report brought to you by.
Yeah.
Imagine this. I'm going to do a serene German today.
Okay, let's see how we can do it.
Imagine this. You close your eyes and you feel the tension melt away as skilled hands gently massage your scalp using centuries-old German techniques. We do not shout out any other nationality. Designed to calm your mind and soothe and refresh your soul. This is the experience waiting for you at Lux German Head Spa. The only certified German head spa in the area. Our treatments don't just, their treatments, I do not work there. Their treatments don't just relax, they heal. Whether you're dealing with thinning hair, dandruff, psoriasis, or an imbalanced scalp, it almost still sounds aggressive. You can't help it with German. We use authentic German scalp therapies to nourish and restore. So why not give yourself the gift of true relaxation? Visit Lux German Head Spa and feel the difference. Because you deserve more than a break. You deserve renewal.
You're hired at Lux Shop.
Right.
Very happy in the comments.
It's German. Lux German Head Spa.
Yeah,
We are rough with your head.
we need to get them a German flag. That probably wouldn't be good marketing. Not good marketing. Not good marketing. Never
The
mind.
German flag is not a good flag.
It's not,
either.
right?
It
Yeah.
looks aggressive.
It does.
Yes.
It's super aggressive,
Right.
that flag. I had a shirt that I thought looked cool that I bought from Marshall's once, and it
Okay.
had like it was a German soccer team logo.
Yeah. Soccer jersey?
Yeah, but it had like one of those German birds on it, and
Oh.
some kid asked me if I was a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, it's that roostery thing. I know
Yeah,
exactly the one. Yeah.
it's like but it's like flexing, and it's
right.
Yeah,
That's a sketch one. Yeah.
it is. Yeah, some kid literally thought I was a.
That's wow.
Well, he was also an idiot.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
going to say, probably wasn't a good student.
No.
There's the German
Yeah.
flag. Yeah.
The black, red, and yellow, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's aggressive.
Very.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of aggressive, Ponte Vedra man was charged with a whole lot of shit.
What do you do now?
State's Attorney George W. Kehoe
Oh.
announced the unsealing of an indictment charging Brandon Houston Hobbs of Ponte Vedra with, this is a list, conspiracy to traffic firearms, conspiracy to deal firearms without a license, dealing firearms without a license.
Dealing?
You can see the progression of, he thought about it, then he made moves to do it, then he actually did it. Making a materially false statement to a licensed firearms dealer, conspiracy to distribute controlled substances, including 500 grams or more of cocaine.
Oh, this guy was a kingpin.
Not a good mix. And possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute. If convicted, Hobbs going to face a minimum of 5 years
Oh no.
and a maximum of 95 years.
Whoa, so they're really
Federal prison. I mean, that's a big
opportunity there to mess up.
Yeah, that's a big window.
Big gap there.
Right. It's either not that big of a deal or you're never getting out.
They are pissed.
Yeah, wow.
So he's talking to his attorney right now. I'm like, closer to the neck.
Yeah, how do I say I'm sorry? Yeah.
Yeah, that attorney's like, well, it depends on how much you pay me.
Yes.
Jeez. Yeah, I know.
I'm really not that good attorney, so you're,
Yeah.
you're looking at the 90.
He might just want to represent himself at this point.
AI himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He could try that like the last guy.
Not good.
well.
Yeah.
He
The
sounds
court-
like he's a bad criminal already. So
He's a
Bad
smooth,
criminal.
smooth criminal.
you're doing great. We're gonna stop.
I'm not doing anything.
No, he's just sitting there
We're gonna stop.
waiting
now.
for us to stop.
According to court documents and proceedings, law enforcement began investigating Hobbs when several firearms he had purchased were recovered during unrelated search warrant executions by law enforcement agencies, I guess at other people's houses. These firearms were recovered in homes of drug distributors and a convicted felon.
He had a target audience.
Yeah,
well,
he had a niche. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, people who shouldn't have guns.
But I only sell to criminals.
Right. Just a small audience.
Additionally, during a series of controlled purchase operations conducted in the summer of 2024, agents purchased 11 firearms from 2 co-conspirators.
Oh, they sold him out.
Man. Hobbs
Snitches.
was the original purchaser of multiple firearms purchased from these 2 co-conspirators. Cell phone records later showed that at least one of the co-conspirators regularly purchased firearms from Hobbs. Through further investigation, agents discovered that between March of 2022 and June of 2024, Hobbs had purchased more than 120 firearms from 3 different federally licensed firearm dealers in Jacksonville, with 67 of those firearms being purchased between January and June. Hobbs then sold these firearms to other people, obviously.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions, they say Hobbs advertised firearms for sale to potential customers before completing the purchase of the firearms from the federally licensed firearms dealer. So I guess he was throwing these on Marketplace. Every now and then you see a firearm on Marketplace.
For real?
Yeah. I think you're going to get in trouble for that.
I don't even
They
look at
don't let you do
Marketplace
that.
anymore. I just like it's too crazy for me.
Marketplace doesn't make any sense.
Boludo. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's turning into Craigslist.
Yeah. My favorite are like, okay, my department, but my favorite are like the ladies out there that are like selling faux Louis Vuitton and Gucci bags. And they're like, only used once, still $5.25. I'm like, boo, like get out of here with that Coogee crap. It's not even real. Like, come on. Have you seen that in Marketplace?
Mm-mm.
Well, if you see one, they're not real designer bags. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Handbags don't really pop up on it. Campers and boats pop up on my Marketplace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get handbags, wallets, I get all that on my Marketplace. I'm like, what?
Wow.
That's fake. I went to school for that. I can judge a fake one a mile away.
Yeah, Marketplace definitely targets you on what they send to you. So
Marketplace only sends me pictures of girls in low-cut tops. I
Oh.
swear to God, they're prostitutes.
Because you're liking too many of them. You're
No,
hitting
I don't
like
even,
your
because
algorithm.
No, because but it's funny. I swear they're prostitutes.
Well, prostitutos.
I think it looks like something a hooker would post.
For real?
Marketplace prostitute.
Jeez.
I think they do that. The cover is they're selling shirts.
Mm.
They want to catch your eye with the goods.
Selling the shirts, the V-neck, plunging.
Because that's not how you would market to a woman.
No.
You don't market
You don't put like a hoochie mama in a shirt and a
Right.
woman gonna buy it.
Right.
Honey, ain't gonna fly.
Right.
We
That's-
need
you're
real
marketing to guys with these
ponytail, a little bit of
pictures.
dirt
Yeah.
under the fingernails, and an attitude problem. We're buying 12 of them.
There
Yeah.
you go. So there you go. Hobbs was distributing also controlled substances, including over 500 grams of cocaine
500.
and Adderall.
What?
Yeah, he routinely advertised controlled substances for sale.
Oh my
According
gosh.
to the details, see, this is Marketplace. They
More-
do it under what? This is exactly what I'm saying. They do it under the guise of something else on
Wow.
Marketplace.
More tariffs.
But tariffs on Hobbs.
That's it. Anything anybody buys.
Hobbs was arrested by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office for driving under the influence and trafficking cocaine. There seems to be a theme here of
Yeah.
cocaine.
You just said, let me do all the bad things.
Right.
And like, let's do it at once.
Jeez.
Okay, stupid.
They searched his car and located about 330 grams of cocaine and 17 grams of Adderall, as well as various items used to package and distribute controlled substances.
So I don't know what a gram is to an ounce. What is that? I know what ounces are, but I don't know what grams are.
Grams.
About
less.
9 ounces.
9 ounces.
Allegedly.
500 grams. 1,008 in a kilo. About 1,000 grams is a kilogram.
Maybe. He said about.
Well, I know.
I'm just covering your
I know
tracks.
1,000 grams. I know 1,000 grams is a kilo, but I mean, what's the kilo to pounds? And that I know
that-
a kilo.
the
I know a
ratio.
kilo.
Oh,
I
I
know a
got you,
kilo
I
is
got you.
more than yeah.
Yeah, half a key is 9 ounces.
Okay, I know.
This is a
Yeah.
Bobby question. I'm sure he'll
No,
answer.
I'm sorry.
The other way around.
Yeah, no.
Okay, got it.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
1 kilogram
Kilo's
equals
36
1,000
ounces. Yeah,
grams.
1,000 grams.
Okay.
Yeah, but what is it to ounces?
Okay.
That's the metric system's all in like tens and hundreds. So
Oh.
I mean that's
1 kilogram equals 35.274 ounces.
35. Okay, so about 2 and a half, a little more than 2 pounds. Got it.
Something like that. You had me at mulch. I'm still there.
Measurements are hard.
Yeah, cubic?
Yeah.
What?
Metric standard?
Yeah, as soon as you get onto that,
Hey, they gave up on the metrics by the time you guys came through school, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just really gave up, period.
They tried it in the 70s. And
Yeah.
we're like, no.
No, we use American numbers.
Yeah.
And that TI-82 calculator.
Yeah.
Remember that thing? You put all the
Yeah.
codes in. Yep.
Yeah. People found out how to get games on some of those
Me
things.
too. Yeah, I was one of those kids.
Yeah. I never had one. It cost way too much money for my family.
I made payments.
People did.
Yep. Had to have.
This case is part of Operation Take Back America, a nationwide initiative that marshals the full resources of the Department of Justice to repel the invasion of illegal immigration. How do we get to illegal immigration?
Wow. Hobbs is what? Someone from somewhere else?
I don't know. Maybe.
Mm.
Not
Not bringing their best.
Operation Take Back America streamlines efforts and resources from the department's Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force. It's a long acronym. OCDETF. And Project Safe Neighborhood. All right. Well, yeah, he's looking at a lot of jail time.
Yeah,
Those were a
almost
lot
95
of-
years. Ooh.
Yeah. He hopefully, well, not hopefully, but maybe he's got a good lawyer. He's going to need one. All right. From an idiot Florida man to one of the most badass Florida women I've ever heard of in my life.
All right.
Did you hear about this story with the dog and the alligator? Is this what you were thinking of? Bro?
No.
No.
That's
I
a different
did.
one.
Really? Okay.
No, that's not the same one.
This is pretty badass.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing. So when her dog was in peril, Kim Spencer reached inside of an alligator's jaws to pull her dog from the predator's grasp.
Hell yeah.
Now, both Spencer and Kona, the dog, are a little bit banged up, and Spencer is stressing the importance of alligator awareness. She's now an alligator awareness person. She witnessed it all unfold in front of her, noticing that there was an alligator turning towards her and her dog, Kona. Spencer urged her dog to turn around and walk away.
Oh, this is my dog too. Have to go right into the fire.
Yeah, right?
Stupid.
Her quote was that she's a really strong dog.
Yeah, mine too.
And she
Idiots.
stood her ground. Spencer shared that in seconds that turned out to be terrible
that wasn't
because
the best decision, Kona.
the alligator, which was about 6.5 feet long,
Holy
not a small
guacamole.
gator,
That's a good gator.
launched itself and bit down, grasping Kona between its teeth.
Mother cruncher.
Kim says her whole head was inside its mouth. I stopped thinking and just dove on it.
Yes.
Jumped on it and straddled it, as ladylike as that is, she said, and was trying to pry its jaws open.
Squeeze them thighs.
Wow. Wrestling the gator from her position on its back. Yeah, she was on its back. Spencer was able to pry the reptile's mouth open
Oh my
and
God.
save Kona. After winning the literal gator fight, she's invited to the Florida Man Games on the house forever.
Somebody
by
buy
the
her
way.
like 9 drinks. Yeah.
Forever, she's invited to the Florida Man Games.
What a woman.
Spencer watches it, then scurried away, scared,
Yeah, Emma.
back into the water from where it came. And the pair were able to seek help. Both Spencer and her dog needed stitches after the altercation. Kim sustained injuries to both hands, yeah. And Kona ended up in a cone collar.
Oh, they suck. But it's okay. I'm glad Kona lived.
Yeah.
God's sakes.
They're thankful for the opportunity to heal together, she says. Alligators are quite common in Florida. Duh. Where'd this story come from?
Yeah, but
But Spencer urges others to, I don't remember where I pulled it from. That wasn't a Florida magazine, obviously. It could easily happen, she says, and you might not be that lucky to get your child or your pet. Many people say that they're more afraid of us than we are of them. Clearly not the case, she says. So, great words from a newly alligator advocate person.
So yeah, stay away from the edge of water. Like even
Yeah,
retention
your
ponds,
pups,
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, man. What a psycho.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's
literally
crazy.
crazy.
That's a good psycho. Yeah.
I'd have jumped on it.
Oh, I would have gone
I
berserko.
think you would have jumped on it.
Slapped and scratched that thing until
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, and Tim knew about my mom's story. It was.
Wait,
I
what?
don't know if you guys heard
What?
the mom story. I thought you were going to come up with today.
Oh, no.
I was
You
like,
wanna
what
hit me with it?
happened?
Yeah, so like this woman was at a gas station in her minivan. Her two kids, toddlers, were in the back, and this guy goes to carjack her car. And as the car is taking off, she jumps in the passenger seat, and she's like begging the guy to stop. The guy didn't stop. She reaches in her glove compartment and shoots the carjacker.
Good. Yep.
So,
Wow.
Good.
so took him out right there.
Good. Sucks the kids had to see it, but
Yeah.
she saved everybody's
Yeah,
lives.
she saved everybody. So
What an idiot. In Florida, what are you going to do that for? I mean,
yeah.
Florida has to be the place where you have the most chance of getting shot in the face for carjacking.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, you be careful road raging in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. I just saw one the other day where some guy was road raging and he smashed through the driver's window at a stoplight and maced him.
Oh wow.
What?
Idiot. What an idiot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Well, Gas Buddy Gas Report time. Tell us in the comments where you're seeing the best prices for gas. We'd appreciate it. Let me get my gas report up. All right. Looks like A1A discount beverages at the top of the list at $2.99 this morning. Holding strong. I like it.
All right.
The Sunoco at $21.99 North Ponce, $3.09. The Shell at $146 King, $3.09. Looks like the Owens at $7.80 South Ponce, $3.09. Mobile and Circle K at $800 South Ponce, $3.09. The Shell at $216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard, $3.12. The Sunoco at $4.50 South Ponce, $3.12. Circle K on 207, $3.15. The Shell at $23.50 North Ponce, $3.19. And the Gate on Mizell Road, $3.22 this morning. That, of course, comes to us from Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. If you or someone you know is in trouble with the law and you need immediate bail assistance, Chris can get you out of jail and back to your real life. Available 24/7 to provide fast and reliable bail services, 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. We got some live music happening today and tonight. Richard Kinsicki is at the Cafe Alcazar at noon. Jim Lamb at the Milltop at noon. Smokin' Joe Shower at Trade Winds at 1 o'clock. TJ Brown at Pierre's Pub at 1. Reggie Starrett at the Milltop at 4:30. Taylor Roberts, Fusion 904 Eatery at 5 o'clock. Carry the Day
Oh.
at the Guy Harvey Resort at 5 o'clock. Mark Hart, Trade Winds at 5. Craig Smith, Old Coast Ales at 6. Caleb Joy at Harry's at 6. Honey Hounds, Pierre's Pub at 6. DeHarma at Casa de Vino 57 at 7. And then Jason Isabel.
Isbell. Yeah, the country star. At the
Right.
Amp or
At the
Cafe
Amp.
11?
Yeah, at Barillo's. Gonna be at Barillo's
Wow, throw down.
at 7:30. So some good stuff tonight.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Jason, what kind of music does he do?
I,
Country-ish?
yeah, he's a country star, yes. He has a duet with Kelly Clarkson. That's really good.
Okay. There you go. That comes to us from Pitus Roofing. They support a lot of local charities that support local kids. Big Brothers and Big Sisters of St. Johns County, the Boy Scouts, and investing in kids.
Mm-hmm.
They also support your health and safety by supporting your roof. Because if your roof sucks, your whole house is going to fall apart soon.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. Seriously. They're master elite contractors for St. Johns County, and that allows them to offer you warranties that nobody else can touch. 904-355-ROOF.
And if you buy 25-cent pavers and they start breaking, you can call them and get real pavers.
And they do gutters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. There you go. Very nice.
That was a good church voice.
That's my Catholicism. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Here we go. 'Tis the season, honey.
And also with you.
Yeah.
There's going to be a public meeting on a fire station and sheriff's center coming soon.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
St. Johns County preparing to take a significant step towards enhancing its emergency services infrastructure with an upcoming public meeting to discuss the plans for a new fire station and sheriff's operations center. This community gathering, welcoming residents' participation and input, is scheduled for Thursday from 5 to 6 at the Silverleaf Amenities Center, which is located at 218 Silver Forest Drive, as reported by the St. Johns County website. According to the county's announcement, the intent is to ensure that transparency and community trust are at the forefront of this development, which echoes their strategic plan objectives. The open house style meeting is going to allow for an intimate platform. Let's get intimate with the county.
Romantic. Nice mood lighting.
Yeah.
Lavender is pumped in the air vents.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Where questions can be raised. That's not the only thing getting raised in this intimate meeting with the county.
You did it. You did it.
And feedback can be directly given to Public Works and Fire Rescue staff about the project.
Only in a whisper.
That's right. You have to seductively whisper
Right.
your questions and comments to the county.
We want a really wide pole.
Marvin Gaye is playing in the back.
Let's get it on.
They've got their low-cut marketplace shirts on.
Yeah. Let's get it on.
Mr. Whitehurst, please do not wear the low-cut
Almost
shirt.
got you.
The building encompassing a 20,000 square foot area promises to bolster the region's emergency response capabilities with a 3.5 bay fire station, 3.5 bay fire station alongside spaces dedicated for regional sheriff's operation centers. It signifies the investment in the safety and the well-being of community residents. Residents, especially members of registered neighborhood associations, are encouraged to participate in the public meeting, to remain informed and engaged. They say it's a vital process of the St. John's, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go to the meeting, see what it's all about.
Okay.
Get intimate with the county.
Fancy.
All right, Troy, how do you want to check the comments?
I'm going to wander through the whispers of our wacky watchers.
All right. As you do that, I'll remind everybody that Bates, Hewitt, and Floyd, not your average local insurance agency. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Their approach to insurance and risk, longevity in our community, and the way they treat their clients sets them apart from the rest. They offer homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits, and they've been doing that for over 50 years. Christy Lawrenson, St. Augustine's premier agent. She offers complimentary policy reviews and has a deep understanding of insurance and what is needed in St. Augustine to be properly insured. Her attention to detail and organizational skills have found policy errors and cost savings where others have not. Give them a call, 904-794-5455, to schedule your appointment. And St. Augustine Handy House, if you're looking for the perfect custom or prefab portable building, look no further than St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises, conveniently located right out there on State Road 16. Family-owned business, been serving our community since 1988. So whether you're looking for a shed, a barn, office space, carport, or more, St. Augustine Handy House has the highest rated handy house structures in the industry, built with a focus on quality and durability. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 1. Give them a call, see what they got for you, or just take a visit down there. I like walking their properties and checking out those structures.
Yeah, because they've got deals, buddy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you can pick up some pre-owned ones, too, for great, unbelievable deals. If they got them in stock, while they got them in stock. 904-823-9092. What do you got, Troy?
All right, so we got Wawa at 325, Costco at 283. A lot of people are happy it's hump day. In your mulch, you can use cardboard if you don't want to use the weed barrier, but the weed barrier is pretty inexpensive.
Okay.
So Justin says, I look young today. Thank you, Justin. And
It's the hat.
our commenters are truly Florida, because instead of going, oh my gosh, the gator, everyone basically went, F the gator.
Right.
We're jumping on the gator.
Yeah,
That's our audience. So,
Yeah.
we're in the right place.
Florida.
Love it. Love it. All right. Stardom stat.
All right, Stardom stat, big day in American history. On this day, 1865 is when General Lee surrendered to Grant. So some interesting stories about that at Appomattox. It was at Wilmer McLean's house. All right, early in the war, Wilmer, his house was a battleground, and he's like, okay, I got to get my family away from this war. So he moved to Northern Virginia. And then basically at the beginning of the war is where his house the war started. He moved away to get his family safe, and the war pretty much ended at his house again.
Again?
Yeah.
Full
Right on his
circle.
doorstep.
So, and Grant showed up like all muddy and stuff like that, and Lee showed up, in full garb, and
Mhm.
but Grant left Lee with a lot of honor. They had served together in the Mexican War, and allowed his officers to keep their firearms, keep their horses, and it left them with some dignity from just probably the most vicious war we've ever saw. So,
That's
Yeah.
nice.
but today's the day that ended at Wilmer McLean's house.
Ulysses.
Wow. All right. Very historical stat.
Yeah, seriously.
Brought to you by a historically great pizza place, St. Augie's Pizza. Got to get in there today and grab yourself a few slices. Get some of that grandma's pie.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable. Get a lot of the stuff they do. It's all great. Plugs, Troy.
Hey, go see Augie.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
good
go.
one.
Double plug. Dave?
Hey, at 3 o'clock, let's go Dolphins. We are getting a great profile on the great school of Catalinas Elementary School. We have Kathy and Missy coming in. This is 100 years this school has been around. It's going to be an awesome chat. I can't wait.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Rick, any plugs?
Yeah, shout out cousin Margie and go Florida.
There you go. See you later.
Bye-bye.